Once again, अघिको हाम्रो लाइभ चाहिँ unfortunately the live was full, but then too because of technical problem or the network problem we could not broadcast it after the live. But then too thanks for the peoples who have joined us, who asked the questions and who met us. Once again for you peoples, for you dear peoples, those who were not able to join the live, we are again on the live. So once again we will start from the beginning. So today मसँग छ आज today we have here a very very expertise on this field, immigration field, and he is a well-known person in Israel. Hope every one of you who are watching the live know him very well. His name is Yossi Carmeli, and he has a law firm in Givatayim. So I would like to introduce our Indian Gorkhas Company Israel legal advisor as well as immigration lawyer, more than a decade on this field. So we would like to welcome on our live today guest of the day, Mr. Yossi Carmeli.
Hi, good evening. How are you? Yes, how can I help you, please?
Okay, actually let me explain you. म के भन्न चाहन्छु भने अघि हामीले स्पेशली दुई तीनवटा टपिकमा हामीले बात मारेको थियौँ र अब मेन कुरो स्पेशल भिजा र अर्को कुरो इलिगल स्टे इन इजरायल र थर्ड सल्युसन समाधान. So you see, first of all I would like to know that on a daily basis lots of peoples they apply for a special visa.
Yes.
And nowadays maybe because of lots of applicants, lots of people used to get rejected even though they are under the windows period of 3 months, and also they have not applied a special visa before. Everything is well and fine, but then too from Jerusalem they are rejected and they are given a reason that you are in so and so location, so your employer can find a legal worker, so your time is to leave the Israel within certain periods.
That's a very good question, and that's a issue that we have in the office quite a lot, because the easy way for the Vada is just to reject everybody. That's the easy way. Finish with the worker is more than 7 years in Israel, 6 years in Israel, and finish. When they reject on according of the fact that somebody can find another worker on his area because he's in the central area, we see it as a failure. What is failure? We can see it as a good case for court, which means that if something like that happened in the Vada, it don't taking on consideration the issue, the private issue between the patient and the metapel. And that's very important for me as a lawyer, to take this issue, this private issue, to the court to save this rejection that people getting of it. So that's totally solved.
Okay, then के अरे हाम्रो उहाँको लयरको भनाइ के छ भने यो चाहिँ जुन चाहिँ कमिटी बनेको छ ह्युम्यानिटेरियन भिजा ग्रान्ट गर्ने जुन एउटा कमिटी बनेको छ, त्यो कमिटीमा चाहिँ के हुन्छ भने उहाँहरूले चाहिँ अब कुनै एउटा बाना गरेर रिजन गरेर रिजेक्ट गर्ने, किनभने धेरभन्दा धेर चाहिँ यहाँनिर चाहिँ इलिगल वर्कर्सहरू चाहिँ बाहिर जाओस् भन्ने चाहन्छ. तर उहाँले चाहिँ के भन्दैछ भने द्याट रिजन इज नट सफिसियन्ट, त्यो रिजन मात्रै सफिसियन्ट हुँदैन कसैको रिजेक्सन गर्नुको लागि. त्यसले गर्दाखेरि तपाईँको यदि कसैको पनि स्पेसल भिजामा त्यो खालको प्रतिउत्तर आएको छ भनेदेखि तपाईँहरू निसन्देह निराशा नहुने, तपाईँहरूमा के अरे यु हेभ अ होप टु अपिल फर इट. अनि तपाईँहरूलाई डेफिनेटली आवर लयर योसी कार्मेली विल बी हेल्पिङ इन द प्रोसेस. त्यसले गर्दा कसै पनि इफ एनी वान अफ यु वर रिजेक्टेड अन दिस ग्राउन्ड, देन यु आर फ्री टु कम, यु आर फ्री टु गेट एडभाइस, एन्ड यु क्यान भिजिट Yossi Carmeli's office at Givatayim, Hamikdal, Khamesh. He is available anytime. So you can find them in the Facebook. The name is Louis. There you can ask whatever you want to know about the procedure of a special visa. So as per the lawyer, as per Mr. Yossi Carmeli को अनुसार के भन्छ भने यदि त्यसरी कसैको पनि भिजा रिजेक्सन आएको छ भने द्याट इज नट द एन्ड अफ द वर्ल्ड. तपाईहरुको अर्को दैलो पनि खुला हुन्छ. त्यसले गर्दाखेरि लिगली इफ यु गेट अ गुड लयर, तपाईले राम्रो लयरको एडभाइस लिएर अघि बढ्नु भयो भने नथिङ इज इम्पोसिबल, र यु हेभ लट अफ होप एन्ड चान्सेस टु गेट एक्सेप्टेड. त्यहाँबाट रिजेक्ट भयो भने कोर्टमा अपिल गरेर. सो दिस इज वान अफ द मोस्ट इम्पोर्टेन्ट क्वेसन. एन्ड अनदर वान, यु सी there are peoples like who have already applied for a special visa before, and now in the second cases lots of employer they want, because nowadays the employer want the experience they are experienced in language, they are experienced in the work. For that reason, because they can, if they bring a new worker, then they have to teach the language, they have to teach the nature of the work. So in order to solve that difficulties, nowadays the employer want the old Metapellet who are quite experienced. So in this case, the family have strong will to keep them, and the only thing what is stopping is they have already they have already applied for the special visa before. So in this case, if they come to you or take help from you in a legal way, so do they have ground to fight in the court?
That's a good question. My answer is no, because basically to get a second special visa you need to have a very, very heavy case, definitely not under the ground of language, or definitely not under a ground of personally touch between the patient and the metapel. Originally what we're looking, how we see it when people apply for special visa, it's supposed to be in a certain way and a certain law, which means that if it's about handicap, it is under the oldest age, like a handicapped young man, and it depends also if the person is the metapel is under the 90 days. There is plenty other way. Basically, I don't suggest for special second special visa, but each case we're checking that in a different way. Each case we're checking according to the facts that you have in front of my eyes.
Okay, so generally what UC suggests is to go for a second special visa will be the wastage of time, because it is not under the law of Israel. The law doesn't allow it. So but even though specifically in general it's not advisable to do so, but to some cases, to some extent, to some cases, to genuine cases, if such things happens, then you can come and visit Mr. Yossi Carmeli, because you will be looking after the cases and what is needed, or it is advisable to take it to the court or not. He is there to advise you anytime. So you see, on this story I would like to share you one thing. There was one Metapellet in Rehovot. So he got his special visa before, but the second time he was trying it and he was rejected by Jerusalem. So in the meantime, what happened? They went to the court with the help of the lawyer from Rehovot. So when they go to the court, at the end of the decision making day, the court denied to give him the visa. But the family, what they do, they took their father in the court, and they said that, okay, when my father was young, he was energetic, he gave a lot of things to Israel, he sacrificed for the Israel, and at his last hour, if he doesn't if the government of Israel doesn't allow him to keep the Metapellet of his choice, then it's up to you to take care of my father. So they want to leave the parents in the court. So on that very moment, that man got the visa and he's working happily in Rehovot. So this was one of the example, So maybe, So as you said, you have to see a specific case.
It's the same case that we have in the office, like somebody, a young man, handicapped, he has a cancer, and he was rejected without any reason. He was rejected in the Vada. We went to the court, and the court realized how the situation was. We said what we said, and they approved them. Although the Metapel is a second special visa. Very easy, but it was hard work in the court. The court eventually realized that the Vada was wrong.
So त्यस्तै प्रकारले त्यहाँ भनिन्छ है सबैलाई इन जनरल इट इज नट एडभाइजेबल टु गो फर सेकेन्ड स्पेशल भिजा बिकज all cases are not genuine and all cases are not the same. So it depends upon how critical is the situation of the employer or how critical is the case. It depends on it. So in order to get the correct answer on it, so if you have such problems, then तपाईहरु यहाँनिर आउन सक्नुहुन्छ, तपाईहरु यहाँ आएर सल्लाह लिन सक्नुहुन्छ. Give a time, Hamigdal Khameshma आएर तपाईहरुले एडभाइस लिन सक्नुहुन्छ.
Let me tell you something now, and to our friends. It's very, very important that don't wait for the last moment. Don't go without any protection. Don't go without any process. Everybody needs to have a process anytime. It doesn't matter which process. Special visa process, refugee visa process, humanitarian process, B1 process, any other. When you're going without a paper, you're taking a big risk, my friends. Big risk, which means that you are exposed for a deportation. And then it's too late. This is you need to know. We are here to help you, and don't be afraid from anything. You can come to our office. You can ask for advice. No matter what, you can ask for advice. For everything, for every person, there is solution.
सो तपाईँले बुझिहाल्नुभयो उहाँले भन्दैछ होइन लास्ट मोमेन्टसम्म नपर्खिनु अनि अर्को कुरो सबभन्दा ठुलो इजरायलमा जुन दिन तपाईँको वर्किङ भिजा पासपोर्टमा हुँदैन जुन दिन तपाईँको इम्प्लोयर साथमा हुँदैन द भेरी डे त्यो डेदेखि चाहिँ इट्स भेरी रिस्की अनि इट्स भेरी डेन्जरस टु बी इलिगल इन इजरायल लुकेर भागेर बस्नुभन्दा बेटर चाहिँ तपाईँहरू काहीँ न काहीँ एउटा कानुनको प्रावधान जुन इमिग्रेसन ल सिस्टमले दिएको छ हामीलाई जुन प्रिभिलेज दिएको छ त्यसलाई भरमग्दुर युज गरेर हामी प्रोटेक्टेड भएर काम गरेको छ राम्रो उहाँले त्यो भनिहाल्नुभयो है अनि सेकेन्ड थिङ अबाउट वान सेकेन्ड लेट्स टक अबाउट रिफ्युजी भिजा ह्युमेनिटेरियन भिजा यु सी लाइक दिस इज द अप्सन वेन दे डोन्ट ह्याभ द अप्सन टु अप्लाई फर स्पेसल भिजा सो दिस इज द अप्सन द्याट क्यान प्रोटेक्ट देम
Listen, refugee and humanitarian visa, first of all, it's not working visa, my friends. This is protection from deportation. So that will give you protection as long as you want to stay in Israel, as long as this case running. You need to understand, not like that you can apply. People need to prove that they have a problem in their country if it's under political things or racism or religion. Or otherwise, if you have a medical problem, then you can apply for a humanitarian visa. Each person, it's a different story, but that's holding papers, and when you are waiting, you're just taking a big risk. Another small thing I would like to speak to you, my friends, it's the fact that you need to stand for all your rights of the work rights. Sometimes because you're afraid to lose job, sometimes you're afraid to speak bad to your boss because you're in a foreign country, it's very obvious. This office is your home. From thousands of customers that we have, and everybody probably knows me, this office is supposed to be your home, that you not be afraid from anything. For anything, you can come here up until you will get all your rights from your boss. Like Israeli people, you're doing magnificent work, blessing work, and you deserve for every shekel what you get. So don't be afraid from anything about it. That, by the way, I say that now.
Okay, त्यही हामीले आज यही जान्नुको निम्ति विशेष गरेर हु इज एक्सपर्ट इन इमिग्रेसन ल अनि द म्यान बिसाइड मी हु इज सिटिङ बिसाइड टु मी एन्ड टकिङ टु यु इन स्पाइट अफ हिज बिजी शेड्युल हि इज अ म्यान हु इज एक्सपर्ट अन दिस फिल्ड सिन्स आई टोल्ड यु आई हेभ बिन रिपिटिङ सिन्स माई फर्स्ट भिडियो हि हेज वर्कड on this field more than a decade, so most probably he knows well, and he knows how to explain each and every terms of immigration law and the way that the government has given us the privilege to ask for. So उहाँले के भन्न चाहन्छ भनेदेखि चाहिँ अब जुन प्रकारले हाम्रो यहाँ बाहिरबाट काम गरेर आएर जुन एउटा फाइन सुपर वर्क हामीले गरिरहेछौँ तैपनि काहीँ न काहीँ कतै कतै समय सके पश्चात इम्प्लोयरको प्रेसर हुन्छ, दबाउ हुन्छ, मेन्टल टर्चर हुन्छ। अर्को कुरो जुन प्रकारले हामीले पाउनुपर्ने अधिकार खुलेर माग्न सक्दैनौँ, कोही डराउँछ, कोही लजाउँछ, कोही अब लास्ट भिजा भनेर डराउँछ। अनि यति कुरो याद राख्नु है, तपाईँहरूको भोलि दिनमा काम छोड्नु आफै छोड्नुहुन्छ भने पनि इम्प्लोयर मरे या कतै सिफ्ट भएको छ भने यु विल गेट फुल कम्पनसेसन, बट तपाईँले छोड्नुहुन्छ काम, तर त्यो छोडेको अवधिमा रिजन चाहिँ अब तपाईँलाई राम्रो ट्रिटमेन्ट गरेन, राम्रो सपोज एब्युजिभ ल्याङ्ग्वेजहरू युज गर्यो, त्यो टाइममा तपाईँले काम छोड्दा पनि सम्पूर्ण रूपले कम्पनसेसन तपाईँले पाउनुहुन्छ। इट इज अन्डर लेबर ल है, उहाँले पनि हामीलाई एक्सप्लेन गरिहाल्नु भएको छ। अनि त्यसले गर्दाखेरि तपाईँहरू एकदम निसन्देह बस्नुहोस्, फिल दिस अफिस एज यु होम, आफ्नै घर सम्झिनुहोस्। एज आई टोल्ड यु, Mr. Yossi Carmeli is not a lawyer by the profession, but he's a good human being, and he, as I told you, he is our legal advisor of Indian Workers Community Israel community. So anytime, anywhere, he is ready to give us the best advice as he can. So, refugee visa. So many people they want to know about refugee visa, but what stopping them is the rumors around. You know, there is sometimes good people's, bad people's, rumors, good rumors, bad rumors. So what they're stopping is that the peoples, they want to know about this refugee and they want to apply it, but somewhere else they are afraid that if we apply for refugee visa, then later in the future, if they have planned to go to another country, it might stop them.
That's absolutely, my friend, that's absolutely nonsense. Please stop listening to this rubbish. when somebody apply for refugee in any other country and also in Israel, that's totally confidential, which means that Israel government and all around it have to, by the law, to keep it confidential, which means everything what you said in Israel according to your problem in your country stays in Israel, not in your country, not in any other country. It's not hurt in any way for you to go one day to any other country. Nobody will ask you, and it's not their business, which means that that's totally nonsense. That's not supposed to be under the consideration. The consideration, you need to understand that there is a two different between a humanitarian and there is a difference between refugee. Humanitarian based, a lot of people ask me, I want to apply humanitarian. Humanitarian, it's not like that to apply. You need to prove that you have any medical problem, any emergency moment that you can stay in Israel, or any medical treat or anything that, or court case in Israel that you need to run for the time being. Otherwise, refugee, it's another cases like racism, religion, politics, or homosexuality problem. That's another thing, and that's another thing. But both of them, it's totally under confidential. Nobody will tell anything, and it's not going to hurt you or any around you in the future.
ओके सो क्लियर भइहाल्नु होला तपाईले उहाँले भन्नुभएको छ रिफ्युजी भिजाको जुन एउटा र्युमर छ रिफ्युजी भिजा तपाईले यहाँको कानुनले दिएको प्रावधान हो है अनि तपाईले एप्लाई गर्न सक्नुहुन्छ र सुरक्षित भएर बस्न सक्नुहुन्छ हो यो काम गर्ने भिजा चाहिँ होइन तर पनि तपाईहरुको जीविका चलाउन निम्ति जुन पिरियडमा तपाईहरु रिफ्युजी भिजा एप्लिकेन्ट हुनुहुन्छ त्यस समयमा जुन चाहिँ खानु बस्नु लाउनु आफ्नो जीवन आफ्नो शरीर पाल्नको निम्ति तपाईले कुनै पनि प्रकारको कामहरु गर्दाखेरि रोकटोक चाहिँ हुँदैन यो वर्किङ भिजा चाहिँ होइन भनेर भन्छ अनि अर्को कुरो जुन र्युमर छ रिफ्युजी भिजा एप्लाई गरिसके पश्चात नेक्स्ट अरु कन्ट्रीजतिर जानु पाउँदैन भन्ने कुरो त्यो टोटल्ली यो रबिस र्युमर्स हो त्यसले गर्दा त्यो र्युमरपटि नजानु होला यदि इफ एनीवन तपाईहरु कसैले पनि यो लाइभ हेर्नु हुँदैछ र तपाईको साथीभाइ या तपाई स्वयं इल्लिगल हुनुहुन्छ भने इट्स डोन्ट डु लेट तपाईहरु आउनुहोस् चाँडै आउनुहोस् कम सुन बिकज one every day is will be heavy for you so risky also dangerous also so त्यसले गर्दा कोही पनि इल्लिगल इजरायलमा यदि हुनुहुन्छ भनेदेखि तपाईहरुले एडभाइसको निम्ति भए पनि तपाईले राम्रो भन्दा राम्रो लयरसँग सम्पर्क चाँडै गर्नु होला अनि त्यति भन्दै and next another questions you see that the deposit in the airport was started since 2016 November 2016 so lots of people are there you know they want to take the money from the airport and want to go home for good but the problem is some agencies and big talks are not supporting so they don't have the papers they with except passport they don't have anything to show in the airport so on this case beforehand only what are the measures or what are the papers they should take
that's not a problem my friends basically when you have money in the airport because you put deposit before you come to Israel or otherwise when you are under a legal procedure and when you leave on time Israel you come into our office if you need we have to apply for deposit your immigration center it's sitting in the airport you apply there they release your money basically 1 or 2 or 3 days before you need to go there and to fix it sometimes in some cases you will have to leave the country and then they transfer the money to your account it can happen also but most of the time it's like if you show them flight ticket and everything they can keep it in the airport and then the moment you fly they're giving you that back
okay
but our office will help and assist to any problem like that it's not really a problem it's just a small proceduration
अघिको लाइभमा धेरै सोध्नु भएको थियो एयरपोर्ट पैसाको त्यो ठुलो प्रब्लम होइन त्यो सानो प्रब्लम हो तर यदि तपाईहरुलाई अब त्यस्तो पेपरहरु चाहिन्छ र सल्लाहहरु चाहिन्छ तपाईले यहाँ आउनुस् उहाँले बिना पैसा गर्दिहाल्नुहुन्छ अनि अर्को कुरो हाम्रो यहाँ क्वेशन्सहरु के छ यहाँ okay so everybody appreciate your work there so questions main
no questions today
yeah no questions in the
afternoon
yeah in the afternoon and you see like if I think when I was coming on the way to your office one of the worker was asking me your number and the problem of her was she worked with one employer before and due to some reason she left the job and again that same employer want her back in the work so but she is I think more than legal period in Israel so in this case also, anything you can do from your side?
What is more than legal?
I mean, she's, I think, 8 years, something like that.
When was the last time she worked with him?
I think I didn't get the exact information, but maybe I will give you give the number of yours to her, so she will talk to you. I think.
No problem.
Okay, तपाईँको म यहाँ हाम्रो अघि एकजना दिदीले सोध्नु भएको थियो, म सोध्दैछु है. अनि so these are the things, and the most important thing to our members, those who are watching live today, and he has already announced before that to our members who are holding the membership card of Indian Gorkhas Company Israel, के भन्नुभएको छ उहाँले अघि, once again can you repeat that about the calculation and about the members who come for
yes,
any legal
yes,
help?
our office would like to assist your group
Yeah.
of people. As Naren is the leader of them, we will give you the service, whatever you need to, about how much money you deserve from your boss, all the calculation. That's small service that we can do for your community. If you need any assist about it, you're more than welcome to come to our office. By the way, we're helping all the time. Without this video, we're helping all the time for people to, because most of the time it's small amount of money, so we're not taking the case, but we're helping them to calculate exactly how much the money. Sometimes if the amount is big, so we're actually going with this until the end, until the court if it's necessary. And our Facebook published time after time our successful our cases when we are succeed.
Okay, then action speaks louder than words. So this is what I see in Mr. Yossi. So his action speaks louder. So many of the peoples know that recently also there was a very critical case. The two of the peoples were in the jail, and he was able to take them out, and they are living normal life in Israel. So it was like impossible. So he had made possible. So this way his action speaks.
But that's even worse to need to know that they took another law firm, and the law firm actually didn't do anything up until the last moment they were supposed to be on the plane. They need to know that, our friends, because originally everybody puts their hands up. But I saw on this specifically case, both of them, that it was a hole in the system. And that's how I convinced also the low court, and after that when the state appealed, and also the high court agreed with us, and therefore both of them got released 1 second before airplane took them back to India.
So कतिवटा कुरो मैले यसरी लाइभमा आएर मैले अब लयरसँग लाइभमा आएर, किनभने इजरायलमा धेरै लयरहरू छ, तर धेरै लयरहरूमा पनि अब हाम्रो मान्छेहरू मैले देख्छु कतिवटा समस्या बिचमा समस्या पर आइसकेपछि यो भएन, त्यो लयरले यो गर्दैन, त्यो लयरको कागजले पक्रिदियो भन्छ. तर पनि अब हामीले हाम्रो मान्छेहरूको निम्ति चाहिँ वान अफ द बेस्ट अफ द बेस्ट लयर चाहिँ हामी तपाईँहरूको समक्ष इन्ट्रोड्युस गरौँ भन्छु. अब विगतकै दिनहरूमा पनि हेरौँ, अब दुईजना, सायद एकजना दार्जिलिङको, वान इज फ्रम नेपाल, अनि उहाँहरूको केसमा अलरेडी उहाँहरूलाई डिपोर्ट गर्नुको निम्ति एयरपोर्टमा पुगिसकेको मान्छेहरू, अनि 1 सेकेन्ड अगाडि मात्रै उहाँले जुन चाहिँ लोवर कोर्टबाट हाई कोर्टमा गएर जुन प्रकारको उहाँले टेक्निकली यसलाई फाइट गरेर उहाँहरूलाई बाहिर निकालिदिनु भयो, त्यो सायद अरू लयरहरूले चाहिँ गर्ने बसको बात होइन. I don't think that,
Another thing that you asked me earlier about the people that paying $5,000 for special visa. My friends, that's not possible. That's never can happen anymore. Nobody pay in Israel $5,000 for visa. That's rubbish. If somebody asking you these things, stop it. Something's wrong. There is a way, legal way, very easy, very cheap, to come to a lawyer and to apply for special visa with your balabait, with your boss. Usually, who is paying for the special visa is the boss. Then, if it got rejected, usually how it works, the balabait pay half, and the caregiver pay another half. Nobody ever take $5,000, and if somebody take you from you or offer you $5,000 for a visa, that's flashing red light. Don't do it, my friends. You're wasting your time, you're wasting your money, and you're working very hard for your money.
ओके अनि अघि हाम्रो यो पहिलो चरणको लाइभमा जुन लाइभ चाहिँ ब्रोडकास्ट हुन सकेन त्यसमा क्वेसन्सहरू कस्तो सोधेको थियो भने त्यो हामीलाई पनि समस्या आइरहन्छ कसले फ्री भिजा कोही यस्तो एजेन्ट दलालहरूको हातबाट अब फ्री भिजा या कोही इम्प्लोयरको पेपर निकालिदिन्छु भनेर $5,000 लिन्छ जो चाहिँ एकदमै हुँदै नहुने कुरा हो र प्लस त्यो इलिगल पनि हो त्यसको गएर फ्युचर पनि छैन कुनै न कुनै मोडमा नराम्रो हिसाबले फसिन्छ अनि त्यो कुरो चाहिँ अभोइड गर्नु यदि तपाईँहरूको चाहिँ बलबाइतहरू पाउनु भएको छ इन्ट्रेस्टेड छ तपाईँलाई भनेदेखि तपाईँहरू सिधै अफिसमा आएर डाइरेक्ट कुरा गर्ने थर्ड पर्सनबाट नआउने सिधै यहाँ अफिसमा आउने बलबाइसँग राखेर कुरा गर्ने अनि उसले पनि भन्दैछ सिस्टम कसरी राख्दैछ भने पहिला तपाईँको एप्लाई गर्दाखेरि आफ्नो बलबाइतले तिरिहाल्छ त उसकोबाट त्यहाँ रिजेक्ट भएर कोर्टमै जाने आवश्यकता पऱ्यो भनेदेखिको आधा चाहिँ बलबाइतले आधा काम गर्ने मान्छेले तिर्ने त्यस्तो अवस्था छ भनेर छ त्यसले गर्दा उहाँले पनि गरिदिनुहुन्छ होइन उहाँले नै एडभाइस गरेर कन्भिन्स पनि गर्नुहुन्छ र लोवर कोर्टमा जाँदा हुन्छ हायर कोर्टमा जाँदा हुन्छ सबै उहाँले टेक्निकली मिलाइदिनुहुन्छ र मिलाइरहेको पनि छ त्यसले गर्दा आजको लाइभ गर्नुको तात्पर्य चाहिँ बेस्ट एडभाइस लिगल एडभाइस बेस्ट पाओस् भन्ने कुरो अनि अन्तमा उहाँले अघि भनिहाल्नु भएको छ इन्डियन गोर्खास कम्युनिटी इजरायलको जति पनि सदस्य हुनुहुन्छ उहाँहरूको निम्ति क्यालकुलेसन हिसाब गर्नु पर्यो निशुल्क गरिदिने साथै यो के अरे जति पनि अब हाम्रो कार्ड होल्डरहरू हुन्छ उहाँहरू यहाँ आइसकेपछि उहाँको जुन एउटा नर्मल चार्ज लाग्छ त्यसमा पनि केही मात्रामा छुट दिने भन्ने कुराहरू पनि गर्नुभएको छ उहाँ हाम्रो संस्थाको एउटा कानुनी सल्लाहकार भएको नातामा त्यसले गर्दाखेरि क्वेसन्सहरू त मैले अलिकति देखिनँ अघि चाहिँ धेरै क्वेसन्सहरू गर्नुभएको थियो है त्यसले गर्दाखेरि उहाँसँग आज इन्ट्रोडक्सन प्रोग्राममा के भयो भन्ने कुरो म गर्छु है दाजु प्लिज सेन्ड मी लयर्स फोन नम्बर 2 ओके एकचोटि भाइ एरिया 3मा काम गर्नेलाई पनि हेर्नुहुन्छ कि एककोलाई मात्र कि म 3मा काम गर्ने हजुर लक्ष्मी तामाङ होइन उहाँले you see one woman is asking the question that do you only take the clients who is working in area 1 and 2 because she's working in area 3 maybe she have some problem so she said that I work in area 3
we work in all the area
okay.
we work in all the area you can phone us and we will absolutely assist you it doesn't matter which area
okay लक्ष्मी says उहाँले भन्नुहुँदैछ कुनै पनि एरिया इजरायलको जुरिडिक्सन भित्र पर्ने कुनै पनि एरिया या कुनै पनि ठाउँबाट क्लाइन्टले उहाँको सहयोग लिन सक्छ हेल्प लिन सक्छ भन्ने कुरा उहाँले गर्नुभएको छ सो
my friend the conclusion for this conversation this meeting that I'm asking you you need to be all the time under process don't give up on this any process even apply for refugee even apply for special visa even apply reject on the special visa you're going to the court any humanitarian whatever process of marriage civil marriage that our office doing that between involved mixed couples like Israeli and not Israeli any process that you do is better than you sitting at home and praying for God that maybe it will be better that's not the solution for any question you can call us and we'll tell you exactly what is the story of each person
ओके सो फाइनली उहाँले के भन्नुभएको छ भने तपाईँले बुझिहाल्नु भयो होला है मैले ट्रान्सलेट गरिरहनु परेन इजरायलमा चाहिँ तपाईँहरू कि त अब कामको भिजा आउनु पऱ्यो या कामको भिजा छैन भने एटलिस्ट तपाईँहरू कुनै न कुनै प्रोसेसमा चाहिँ हुनु पऱ्यो जुन चाहिँ प्रावधान चाहिँ इजरायल सरकारले दिएको छ इमिग्रेसन लले दिएको छ इमिग्रेसन ल अब दुई धारे हो है तपाईँलाई यसले रिस्क पनि पार्न सक्छ भने तपाईँलाई सुरक्षा पनि दिन सक्छ त्यसले गर्दा सुरक्षाको तौरमा हो भनेदेखि यदि तपाईँहरू कहीँ पनि केही प्रोसेस गर्नुभएको छैन एटलिस्ट स्पेसल भिजा या रिफ्युजी भिजा या ह्युमेनिटेरियन भिजा तर कुनै न कुनै एउटा पिकअप गरेर चाहिँ तपाईँ लिगल प्रोसेसमा चाहिँ बस्नु होला ताकि तपाईँहरूको खतराको समय भोलिदिनमा नआओस् उहाँले भने जस्तै लुकेर बसेर काहीँ न काहीँ गएर प्रार्थना गरेर मलाई चाहिँ इमिग्रेसन पुलिसले नपक्रेस् भनेर प्रार्थनाको भरमा हुँदैन भन्दैछ त्यसले गर्दाखेरि यु एनी हो ह्याज टु बी इन द लिगल प्रोसेस अनि उहाँको एडभाइस हो त्यो अनि उहाँहरू जो अब यो विषयमा एक्सपर्ट छ उहाँको एडभाइस सबैले सुनिदिने अनुरोध गर्दछु सो यु सी इट वाज नाइस टकिङ टु यु एन्ड मेबी once a month we'll update our peoples about your success, your work because you have done so many things for our community, not only our community, to all the migrant workers in Israel and your success and your the way you how handled the migrant workers cases is really mind-blowing and amazing and we're happy to we're happy to share the same frame in the live today so we would like to work more in the future with you so thank you very much for watching and we with the viewers And on behalf of Indian Workers Company Israel, we would like to thank Mr. Yossi. In spite of his very busy schedule, still so many people are waiting outside. Even though he managed to give us his time to share his experience, to share the knowledge with us. Thank you very much.
You're
It
welcome.
was really precious to meet
You're
you.
welcome.
Thank you. Okay.
It's okay?
Yeah.